So, about 2 months ago, I released my first app on the Windows Store, and this is the third update, and I felt like the changes were significant enough that I wanted to do like a short video just showing what's changed. So, you can just go to the Windows Store and type in vector clock, and you'll get to my app page if you want to install it. This is version 0.19, and I managed to optimize the size of the installation file quite a bit, so it's about 75% smaller than it was when I first released it. So as you can see, very fast download. And I've updated the logo, so now this is what it looks like. It's on a transparent background, so it should work on any tile or whatever. Like you can see down here how it looks on the taskbar. So these are the default colors. It's pretty much the same as the initial launch version. The only real significant difference is I changed the way the moon looked a little. So here's the major change since the first version. I created this setting system over here that lets you change pretty much every element of the clock design, at least in terms of color and opacity. I'm just going to give a quick demonstration of how powerful this setting system is. So some people will notice these colors or recognize them. This is like the standard HTML color name table that is sort of built into browsers, and it actually uses a really cool little one-line JavaScript function to set these colors. In addition to the, I think it's 144 colors, I added 3 additional colors of my own, which are all different shades of really dark gray. So I'm just going to pick one of these really quick so you can see how this works. So it's that simple. It's like pretty much instantaneous change. You can pick any one of the elements by the pull down and change it immediately. The clock hand is kind of special because it has an opacity setting additionally here. So you can set it with no opacity so that it's completely opaque, or you can set it like really low so that it's a lot more transparent. It doesn't go to 0 though, because I assumed that that would be kind of useless. As for some of the other menu items, they do go to 0, which I think this is a really cool feature because some people might not want certain elements, like the moon. Say you don't want those, you just set them to transparent, or say you want like an ultra minimal version of the clock, and you don't want these 15-minute marks, so you just want the ticks. You could change the face to transparent and just have it on the background. Like, there's really a lot of potential here to customize it to your own specifications. You can type while you have these pull downs selected, just like you would on a web page, so that you can like quickly jump to particular colors if you know them by name. And additionally, I think this is probably one of the coolest features of all. You can select a color in a specific menu and then move off of the settings system, and then you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to just scroll through every color. Let me put this at 1.0 opacity so you can really see how cool this is. So that gives you a way to like quickly just visually cycle through the colors to pick one that fits your color scheme, whatever that may be. And so that's the basics of the settings system. In addition to that, I've also created this is the newest feature right here, a randomize button, which I have to admit I'm like super proud of this because it's just like one line of JavaScript and it changes every single color of every element simultaneously, picking from 3 random RGB values. So it's like it's legitimately completely random. So every time you click this button, you have no idea what you're going to get, and some of the combinations are really great. Some of them are totally unusable. And with this button, it's the same as with these pull-down menus. You can shift your focus away from the button, and then you can just use the space bar to cycle and keep hitting that randomize feature. So I don't know, I just think this is super cool, at least for me, because even when I get the clock set exactly the way I like it, to a color scheme that I like, it gets boring after a while. So this allows you to just kind of switch it up whenever you want, and you can just find, you know, the perfect one, or say like there's one where it has pretty much everything in it you like except for like maybe one color, then you can just go and override that particular color in the settings system and customize it to your own personal, you know, specifications. So everything else in the app is essentially the same. Still has the great scalability feature. Super robust, super lightweight. Pretty much is not gonna crash under any circumstances. I like that color scheme. Yeah, not much else to add. Still free, and just if you want, download it. I'd really appreciate it. Uh, every download helps. Anyhow, yeah. So that's my app. Third update to the store, Vector Clock, and thanks for watching.